Hey everyone, my name is Ishan. You're watching Tech 360 only on the NDTV networks. And we are here at Global Fintech Fest 2025 here in Mumbai. A lot of brands have participated. Paytm, Amazon Pay, Mastercard, Visa, all of them are talking about AI, agentic AI and cybersecurity. Let's see what they have in store for you. So let's get started. At the Global Fintech Fest 2025, innovation took center stage with several major product and policy launches that underscored India's growing leadership in digital finance. Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman unveiled a foreign currency settlement system in GIFT City, enabling efficient onshore settlement of global transactions. From the private sector, PhonePe introduced its SmartPod, a next-generation smart speaker that integrates card payments and UPI in one device, designed for small and medium merchants to streamline in-store transactions. Mastercard too had quite a few showcases and demos for attendees. Tech 360 did get to interact with one of the top leaders at Mastercard about how Mastercard is diversifying its portfolio. 2025 has all about being AI agents and cybersecurity. So I want to understand, when we talk about Mastercard in general, these three terms are not specifically that come to our mind. So can you tell me more about how Mastercard is getting into these territories and what new innovations are we going to see next?
Sure, very well said, Ishan, and I think you are absolutely right. Over the years, the perception around Mastercard brand has been more around facilitating payments in a much more secure manner. I think what we have done over the last 8 to 10 years especially is our vision called leading with services, right? Where Hindi में हम बोलते हैं आम के आम गुठलियों के भी दाम, right? So how do we really ensure that our core business keep growing, but along with that, our value-added services business grows at a much larger pace, because we don't control different market disruptions or epidemics like COVID or cross-geographic situations, geopolitical situations. In sari cheezon mein, if we really see, the only constant is how the services that people really need to know, and sometimes those services are for good times and sometimes they are for bad times, or bringing them back from the bad times. So this is where Mastercard over the years has developed a lot of services, whether it's in the field of real-time payments, in the field of optimizing decisions, or in cybersecurity, and all those are agnostic to payment industry. So while for payment industry, definitely these are ancillary products, whether it's a pharmaceutical industry, health industry, airlines, retail and commerce, for all of them, these are businesses which help optimize decision, reach the last mile penetration, because Mastercard doesn't only have, let's say, data for that specific customer, for that merchant, but in a larger industry. And this is where we come in a very anonymized manner, create those benchmarks that help our merchants grow better, obviously banks grow, and help governments making right decisions, and in many cases proactively, to ensure that we are well prepared as an economy as well as an industry to cope up with those challenges in future.
On a lighter note, which of these 6 or 5 services are you most excited about?
So if you ask me, I will probably go with the agentic commerce capabilities. When you see that, where the real time, right? I being a comparatively impatient individual, and historically, I know we used to wait for days to get right offers. I remember when I used to purchase a airline ticket, right? And I had to travel next week. After coming back of my 15-day trip, I used to receive a hotel offer, right? Now, how relevant was that? Right? So nowadays, I think with some of these real-time capabilities and even You don't need to, again, browse a lot. With voice modulation itself, it helps, those agents really help you to really go through that navigation. I think that excites me much more. Yes, there are some disadvantages of those, because we are again creating larger exposures for cyber attacks. But at the end of the day, there are facilities as well as there are platforms and tools that are available. So if we are really savvy, for that matter, these capabilities really have a long way to go as we are digitizing India, as well as the youth that is really growing up here.
Perfect. I hope to see a lot more innovations coming from Mastercard. Thank you so much for being on NDTV.
Thanks a lot.
Meanwhile, Amazon Pay announced two major innovations: UPI Circle, a new family payment solution, and the expansion of its payment ecosystem to trusted smart devices. With UPI Circle, primary UPI account holders can now securely add family members to their payment group, choosing between one-time approval or transaction-by-transaction authorization. Family members can make UPI payments using their own UPI ID or QR code without the need for separate bank accounts. In partnership with the National Payments Corporation of India, or NPCI, Amazon Pay is also extending secure payment capabilities to smartwatches and wearables. Together, these announcements reflect India's continued push toward AI-driven, inclusive, and globally scalable fintech innovation, blending real-world usability with cutting-edge technology.
So this is what the Global Fintech Fest 2025 had to offer. A lot of brands showcased what their new upcoming products are going to look like. So see you guys in the next one. Until then, keep following NDTV for more such tech videos.